afterwards, and there was a live band playing with covers. It was pretty fun.
Oh, mate.
You look like you had a late night.
Yeah, it's mainly the
the
allergies, because I've just Gabby, one of the girls, she picked me up. Her dog sheds heaps, and even though she vacuumed her car, I'm so allergic to like sheddy dogs that I just started sneezing and runny nose straight away, and so now my eyes are like this because they get really puffy when I get allergies.
Okay.
Yeah. How did you get home?
Oh, straight after. Stephen picked me up. So I went straight home, which was good because I was pretty knackered. It was great. All right, sure, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. I was about to relish. So Steve, myself, and a few of his mates saw Carnival last night, which was
oh my gosh,
pretty damn good.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
I'm so annoyed about this because I was walking around Bella Vista Farm.
Yeah.
And I saw them setting up, and I was just like, "Oh, there's a festival in town." Thinking, I didn't think festivals came out here because our one got cancelled for Salt City, whatever it was called. And then I googled it, and I'm like, "Carnival's coming to town!" Oh my gosh! And I said, "Mate, I would totally go to this with Gerard. I should have called you, but then I had Moulin Rouge. But I should have called you still, and I could have picked." And so annoyed. You were walking.
Yeah, I wasn't aware. I thought you had something else. Yeah, I would have. I know you like Carnival.
It's all right. I love Carnival, but I was just like, I think I would die in that mosh.
No. So I'll send you some of the photos. It was very chill. So Bella Vista Farm kind of comes down on the hill. And if you wanted to get like up close and personal and moshing, you could. But you could still stand pretty far back and had perfect view to the street. Just kind of chill and do your own thing.
That would have been epic. And I was thinking that if I was home, I would have been able to hear it from here. Maybe not. I think it's further out. Then I probably would have heard it. I can hear the train from here, so.
So it was good. There was other lead acts, a few other headliners, and I think they cranked it up when it came out. I was standing next to the audio stage, and it was all like green, yellow, and then when Carnival came out, everything's
wow.
I just turned everything up.
I don't think I've seen them live. Yeah, I'm sure they would. Yeah. All right,
let's go.
Okay. Carnival. I like Carnival.
Yeah, no, they're really
they'll go one day. Next time
they're going to be doing it often now, like obviously. Again.
Nice.
Yes. I just said yes, please. I love Carnival.
Yeah, no.
Oh man!
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
We got a party. Let's go. All right. How much of a refresher do like a from session 1 all the way down?
Whatever you want.
Okay. I'll just I'll make sure that you guys know where you're at.
I remember we went through a portal into the Sweet Water Tavern.
Sweet Water Tavern, yep, that's where you are now. And that was Xosha's one-time ability. No, sorry, not Xosha, Scarlet. It was Scarlet's the amulet. And with once per day, she's able to open a portal. Last battle with nation creature that had all the bodies. But Xosha got pretty badly wounded. They all whacked into. Yeah, you're pretty badly injured now, but just before open up everyone.
Cool.
That was kind of the last session, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for the one with all the bodies.
Yeah, because you were kind of locked in and waiting for a good shot, and then it took it down. And you actually asked Creature, afterwards, and Creature couldn't speak, but it kind of pointed up into the.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And you noticed that when it died, it felt relief. Its existence
was
pain, essentially.
Yeah.
A mercy killing.
Yeah.
So stepping back from there, so yeah, you guys recall gathered to the Sweet Water Tavern initially. There was an attack. Dingo stopped the baby. Went out and saved the baby. Met Beth, who possessed Daphne. Bells. And her and Dringo went away. They're kind of lost at the moment. And I'll kind of, if you didn't watch the session I had with Arian, get a few highlights. We'll be introduced to now, those who haven't seen it. While you were fighting that abomination in the session, Arian noticed something wasn't. So, and you kind of asked us, so someone was demonstrating this, and Arian got this uneasy feeling that maybe that might be around. So he went to the sky and made the area, tried to see. He met face to face with powerful being. Had really long black wings, very menacing presence. Everything seemed to got talking. Creature being said, feel that he in trade. Getting annoyed, these pesky adventurers that seemingly getting in the few obstacles at you, see how strong you are. And he's not very impressed at the moment. Underestimates you and is very dismissive. But feel that he has been betrayed, robbed of his slowly consuming soul, get stronger. Act his. Arian obviously stood strong and determined. Not going to let you just take innocent souls and do it with them. Arian, on behalf of the group, ain't going to let that happen. And being just laughed at him, back to Silvarian, and one of his. And Silvarian dropped down to the ground, let you open. And that's when
Silvarian crawled through the portal.
Silvarian crawled through, and the other being kind of landed next to him and just kind of mocked him. And that's kind of the wrap of what happened. Silvarian's now in the. He came through the tavern. You got noticed immediately that obviously one of his wings was missing, very badly injured. The Sweet Water Tavern was up as a makeshift med bay. Just all of the other people that you saved on the all in there getting treated for their Scarlet. You had set up injuries. And the other thing on the TV, people kind of gathered around images of desolate. Centerpoint Tower was partially damaged. Parts on fire, some destroyed. Under attack by just a thing saying inside.
What did the warning say? Sorry.
Oh, it was just like an emergency warning. So stay indoors. That's everyone was. everyone who wasn't looking after injured was. And now, we're going to start with Scarlet. So you passed out from the previous injuries. You awake, and you're not somewhere that you're familiar with immediately. You hear people murmuring to themselves, and around the corner you notice Jamie. Jamie's there, and he
About bloody time.
You're gonna hate me, but yes, okay.
Yeah,
but,
he's a mirage, right?
Well, don't immediately put daggers if you find out what happened. But yeah, so you see Jamie, and it's so long since you've seen him. You've been captured or just wandering around Australia. Yep. What? See Jamie.
I get up and walk over to him.
Oh, yeah, cool, of course. Braces you. Oh, Scarlet, it's been so long. How
No,
have you been?
Sassenach.
Sassenach, yes.
So long.
Oh, my dear. Well, I'm afraid this is a wee bit awkward. Let me explain. And a woman next to him.
Oh!
And she holds out a hand and Darlene Dolan, pleasure to meet you. Because isn't he dreamy? Isn't he like that Scottish accent's just so?
Well, I'm not worried for
he
a
goes on.
second because
You're not
there is
worried.
no way.
He goes on to explain. Well, I found myself traveled to this new land and a entirely different time frame from where I was. The only natural thing to do, fall deeply and madly in love with the first woman I came across.
Bullshit! You're not Jamie.
So,
You're not Jamie.
Isn't
it's
she
a
a vision?
lie.
Yeah, so she says her name's Charlene, soon to be Charlene Fraser.
Bullshit.
You're everything's wrong. Everything's wrong, right? You're like, nah, this is
not real.
Yep. You don't even need to roll, right? You clearly this is.
I'm not even upset because it's.
Yep. And you feel a light warm flash. And you awake in the Sweet Water Tavern. And Silvarian has just. You awake.
Thanks,
You're in like a makeshift.
Yeah.
Next to you on another bed is Silvarian. He's noticed immediately he's very wounded.
Yeah.
Like just before he passes out, last thing he did at the end of the last session was he. So you're still fairly injured and wounded, but you're here it now.
Right.
So, yep, you awake. You see the commotion. Clear to you that has saved successful in the last encounter and worked. So, and a added attack, being and kind of tactical way. You see the commotion.
So everyone's present and accounted for.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's apart from the injuries. Everyone.
Yeah.
Varian mentions briefly, just about to pass out.
Okay.
And you look over to the port, so the open is.
Yeah.
You're inside the tavern. I'm just in an open area, open space, and you But and there's figure there approaching the
Right.
just as Silvarian said. Oh, Ian wants to
No. I just playing around.
just try it out. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Mind you, if you want to interrupt at any moment, you're like, hey, what? I didn't understand that, or need more detail. I'm happy to.
Oh no, I'm probably.
Yep. No. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm mindful that Ian, that you gaps probably.
Yeah. Oh, I've been keeping up.
Okay, awesome. Great.
Kind of
Good on
keeping up. So
Very
I'm not,
did his homework.
Yeah. Hey.
yeah.
Uh,
I just didn't know where my character
I'm here
is.
for it.
But
and-
like, I know. Like, I've read a bit in like
Yeah.
of the other sessions.
got
So,
the gist. Right? That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I got the gist. Yeah.
As long as we're all roughly on the same page, and
Yeah.
you feel like a need.
Yep. Nice.
So. Yep. So
Last
you're all.
figure
So yeah, this figure is approaching the pool. And hasn't reached the pool yet, but it approached. It's been
Okay.
told.
I'm going to do a quick insight check before I close the portal.
Cool. Yeah. So, want to do an insight on situation? What
On this figure.
Figure. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
No, on this figure that is in the
One that's approaching the pool.
come on, Rob. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna reload my page.
Maybe.
How do I close it? Oh, there. Come on, roll 20. What's happening?
You probably.
Well, what happened to my D&D Beyond page?
Did you open it?
D&D Beyond. I've always had it open, like, in one of my tabs.
Meantime, if you like.
All right, here I am.
Have we climbed the ladder in our levels, Gerard?
Soon. So you should be level.
Bye, Nick.
Really?
Oh, cool.
I thought it was level 3. Let me have
Okay.
a look.
Yeah, we'll fix that up at the end of this.
I'll just have a look for you. Level 3.
Level 3. Okay. That's real. Yeah, we'll make sure you get a.
Okay. Unless I missed the memo.
No.
Haley, what level are you on?
Yeah, mine says level 3.
Level 3. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's good. There has been quite a lot of encounters last time you got. Make sure that.
Okay. View.
Yep. So if you got your in.
It's just loading, sorry. Okay, so insight. I'm rolling an insight.
How's that, Adam? Going easy.
Yep, 16.
16. Okay. Yep. Yeah, 16's. You kind of gaze into the. You've just been told by Silvarian, assuming that you do trust Silvarian.
I do.
Yeah, so if he's asking you to do something, you'll. But yeah, rightfully so, you're suspicious of the situation.
Yeah.
But to get the feeling, get a sense for being as fairly menacing.
Right.
Intimidating to some degree. Have a fair amount of gravitas. they're probably used to being worshipped, not worshipped, but like venerated.
Right.
They just have that kind of presence, or but there's a tinge of
Oh.
darkness, and just slowly stepping to. Don't get any sense of urgency. Very not blasé, but probably can
Okay.
handle what's cool. So
Okay, I'm gonna shut the portal. I mean, I'd like to be able to spend more time getting to know this evil creature.
Okay, no,
but
well, you can leave the portal open.
Well, I've got a limited amount of time to act. Because even though he doesn't seem urgent to go through the portal, I don't know if he might suddenly jump through the portal. So ideally, I'd be able to sort of find out more about this creature and what he's about, all that kind of thing. But I don't know if that would risk him, if that time would, risk him coming through the portal. So I'm going to shut the portal.
What I'll do, if you choose to get more information, I'll roll a. And if it goes higher than 10, under 10, it'll be a gamble. So up to you.
Okay.
Actually, now, so you've already kind of taken one look in. Say it's under 5. Say on that side, over 5. He's like right.
Okay.
He's a few feet away.
All right. Do I get to, like, in this round, find out more about what his motive is? Like, what's his object?
So yeah, Scarlet wouldn't really know. So all you know is that the menacing figure approaching, and Marion said, "Hey, well, actually, what? So with your insight, you look at Silvarian. Silvarian is injured and battered and bruised.
Yeah.
And you see this menacing creature. You don't know for sure, but you can kind of link the state that Silvarian is in to
Right.
creature's
So maybe it's that creature that Silvarian had the run-in with that is was betrayed and is trying to get those.
You know that from Mads knows that, but Scarlet, the character in the story, doesn't.
Right. Oh, true.
But you do know that Silvarian has been badly injured.
I'm going to shut the portal.
Yeah, cool. All right, we got there. So you hold your amulet, and you make your intent known. So you don't really have to talk to it, but close the portal, and you hear from the other side of the portal deep laugh. Being says, "No matter." Yeah. So the portal closes. Everyone's Varian passes out. a bit of a smile. He does. He mentions. He briefly talks about how dangerous being is. That it's on it. We need to evacuate.
Jeez.
Underway. With all this going on, Sergei was notices Silvarian. You need to. I have been trying to protect my wife feel I keep trying, I will get to her. She can take back to her. No one get in order. Yeah. I just need some time to. He. Got anything you guys want to say to that? Also, he's got a rough plan of how to get.
Let's go.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think.
cool.
Can we get a van really quickly because we've got a whole heap of injured people.
The only vehicle that's available areas are outside. Not going to fit.
Okay. How about we start with just the injured? They get into the car and be driven.
Yeah, cool. If you want to, as an option, like have some people in the. Let you guys decide.
All right. Just so Scarlett's used her portal for the day. Is that it? We can't use it again. Her
Until
powers for another 24 hours.
yeah, well, until there's been a resting period.
Okay.
What time of the day is it right now?
Right now, it's. So keeping in mind that the events, everything that got us here has probably been a. So all of this has happened like bang, 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 bang.
Oh, right.
So you got at the Sweet Water Tavern in the afternoon. Had some dinner.
Yeah.
They got attacked. Else. Early morning.
Where is the orphanage?
So you ask Sergey.
Sergey, hi.
Yep, cool.
Xosha, in case you forgot.
Yep.
Where
Yes,
is this orphanage?
I know you as well.
Okay.
I remember that I got my arm.
Oh my God.
So the orphanage is in the. Think of reality, right? We have this. There is more. Like you open the closet. Narnia. You have read the book Narnia. Open world it falls. There is more. TARDIS like Mr. Go in and there is bigger. But from outside you don't see. So that's it is like this place that removed other babushka dolls. Right, and
But can it only be accessed from one location, or
only one who knows how to get is I feel like.
where is she now?
I don't. I've been trying
okay, so we don't even know where we're going.
well, she if I can talk to her, I know she can bring us. She should be an orphanage. She's always there protecting.
Do you know where how to get to the orphanage? No.
I cannot. Only Elaine. That's why it's so.
Are you in contact with Elaine at the moment?
I've been trying. Normally, she has a telepathy thing, and I can just. I have.
Oh, you can't feel her.
Since coming to Heaven, I have tried many times to ask her.
Where were you last when you last spoke to her?
It was before I met you.
Yeah, but where was that? When she told you to go and find, where were you?
We were in Oregon.
Oh, okay. How long ago was that?
It was yesterday.
And you don't know where the orphanage is, despite having been there.
Like I say, that it's not. I go down the road and it's there. It is way from.
So, okay. So, is it a portal to get into the orphanage, or is it?
Yes. Like Scarlet has magic thing and go like this.
Scarlet, does your amulet have the ability to sense other portals nearby?
I don't know. Does it?
Peculiar ability. I'll say no.
Okay.
Well, at least
No.
not with your current understanding of how.
Okay.
Don't yet.
Right.
Sergey, do you have any suggestions as to how to move forward from here?
Yes, you're not gonna like it.
Huh?
So this this creature that attacked Arian coming here is very powerful. Oh, I believe if Sergey try really hard, I can communicate with wife, and she will come here and take us. You have seen the power that can be wielded with amulets. She will, if she cannot defeat this thing, she is
Is this your wife?
my wife Elaine. Very kind, and so he trails off and starts, and you go, Sergey, no, back on task. Right.
Get to the point. Sergey.
So, and my plan is, we protect here as long as it takes for me to
Talk to wife.
Wait, come again. What's your plan?
we protect heaven here.
Oh, we stay put.
They put we bend
Crap.
and hold out and keep everybody safe just for enough that
Okay.
That makes sense because we can't actually get to safety, i.e. the orphanage, because we don't know where it is. So
there is
our
no,
only option.
there is no way except through my wife can.
And how, like, is she going to take care of opening up that portal, or are we going to have to get on?
If I talk to her, I just need a heartbeat, and she will. I am sure that she.
Okay.
Something. Trust. You must trust.
Yeah.
I think this is the best option.
Okay. To stay put and defend.
You don't have to agree. If you
No,
want
no,
to do
no,
something
no, I
else,
actually agree.
just put it out there.
I
I
that's why I'm
absolutely
asking, because I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, none of us have the ability to move, and we don't even, like, we'd be moving blindly until you hear your wife again. So
Yeah, that's what I think. There's no point. I mean, we know that our safe house is the orphanage, but we don't know where that is, so we'll have to stay put until
and
we can find it.
the you feel safer as a group. You feel safer as a
not
group.
in our current state, where most of us are injured, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of and accounting for the civilians that have been injured as well. There's probably about 10 to 12, including Haley, Steph, Rowan,
And at the moment, there's no immediate threat that we know of. At the moment,
the immediate threat is coming now.
How far? So we're at the Sweet Water Tavern,
Yep.
and Olmede's back where the last battle was. What's the distance between Sweet Water Tavern and where the last fight?
It was that wasn't far from where you saved the baby, so the cave. That was about 4 to 6 hour hike into the forest. This thing can go presumably not for 6 hours, but be a bit amount, but some distance.
So we need to heal everyone probably within a couple of hours somehow. We've got to find a way to make sure everyone's able to fight or heal.
Yep. Good plan. Sergey also is have some time we can probably make
Okay.
Yeah. Good idea. I like that.
Yeah, cool. So you're going to so you are a healer.
Yeah.
So you can medicine and or healing spell. Anyone?
Let me have.
Anyone? I'm not sure if anyone else. I know Silvarian had some. He's need to revive him.
All right. Well, I'll start with him then. Where's healing again? Medicine. Do I click medicine?
Medicine's like healing, like, plastering or immobilizing. It's kind of practical things.
Yeah.
Like healing spells will.
Oh, under spells, right. Okay, so in my spells, I've got. I've just got up to 2nd level.
Yep, that's okay. There should be some.
I've just got bless, cure wounds, lesser restoration. Yeah, lesser restoration and spiritual weapon.
Yep, so lesser restoration.
Cure wounds. Okay. Should I do cure wounds?
Yeah, cure wounds is good.
Okay.
Vinegar.
Yeah. You're kidding.
Hit points.
11.
11's good. So yeah, you cast. He vitalizes. It doesn't unfortunately heal his wing, so that wing is. But
right.
See him just. He's no longer kind of curled over in a field position. He's
able to mobilize.
Yeah, he's a bit more mobile. But he's after some. You might want to heal yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So. All right. Cure wounds. 17.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. You're. How much health points? That might.
8 plus 3 plus 6.
No. I mean,
I've got 2d8.
At your character, there's like HP.
Health points.
Anyway, I think
where do I find that?
It should be on like your main character sheet. Be like a big number over another big number.
Oh, that doesn't help. I've got 19 over 21.
Yeah, so 21 is your max HP. We didn't take off points when you got injured last time, but we'll say you're back to full health. You're spring and spry. You're good to take on anything.
Cool.
So,
just a question. Because I've only got, you said we're at level 5 now.
No.
Right?
You're still level 3. Keep it at level 3 until the end of
I've only got 2nd level on here. How do I update it to 3rd level?
I think level 3 only have, as you get higher levels, you'll higher levels.
Okay, but how do I change it to level 3 just so...
When you level up. So when you get level 4.
Oh, I mean, like, how do I physically update it on the page?
Oh, right. You need... There's a character... I see. If you want to level up, there's a way to do it. So you... I think it's your character management. You go into your character again and then... But we're still level 3. So we don't need to do anything.
Yeah, I'm only on level 2 though. So...
Oh, right, okay. Yep, cool, yeah, if you want to do that. In the meantime...
edit, I suppose?
There'll be like an anvil, something. Character modification. Up the top.
Character preferences. I can't find it.
You guys... Preparing for.
Well, I don't think I'm injured. I don't remember getting injured.
No, you're good. Rico is also.
So I agree just to bunker down and wait at the tavern.
Yep.
possible for this.
So you got like you're an archer. You can you want to find somewhere that's vantage point.
Yeah, maybe because we've got 2 levels, right?
Yeah. So we got the base level, then upstairs is all the.
I think I might make a move to go upstairs and find like a good vantage point up there, like a window or something like that I
Yep.
could sit at.
Awesome. You go up there. Cheyenne has the same idea as well. So you're at one end out the window. Cheyenne goes to the other, and he's got his pistol ready.
Yep.
And
Ready
waiting.
to go. Yep.
What I'll do with that is you'll get an opportunity. So if you see anything, you'll get have a good attack roll up and
Yeah.
like a sniper essentially.
Yeah.
And Karagam, are you kind of
Yes. I guess since I'm the fighter,
Yep.
and then I guess I can.
sharpening your
Yeah, I guess yeah, and yeah, I'll just say and on alert and see. I'll say I guess I can be on guard as well outside, and
Okay. So
just to make sure nothing comes.
that's good. So what I'll say
Yeah.
is that you're not going to be surprised. Whatever's
Yeah.
going your way, you're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to detect it because Zuria and Cheyenne are kind of looking at the sky as well around. You're kind of guarding the main entrance.
Yep.
Program. So like all the entrances are covered essentially.
Yep.
Nothing's going to get you by. The other characters and the civilians kind of lock themselves in areas, other accessible kitchen. Sergey, he's just sitting in the center of the main tavern. He's praying, but he's kind of just focusing in the community. And Sergey has Bunyip. Orders Bunyip Misha to stand guard as well. Attack anything threatening. Have that at your. Would anyone like to Misha? Sergey's going to be concentrating on talking. Someone I can do it myself, but if someone wants to kind of order Misha around.
Sorry, who's Misha again?
Misha
I'm like, is there anyone else?
Misha is
Because I'm doing something else.
Yeah, that's good. All good. Misha is the Bunyip.
Oh, so what's Misha up to now?
So Misha is kind of on standby, waiting.
Oh, so would it be wise for me to say Misha to go outside and just keep watch and guard the tavern?
Misha scuttles outside, so it's this big kind of lump of mass tentacles, and it moves quickly, but in a bizarre way, kind of not how you'd think. Like you think it
She
tentacles, but it
moves
kind of just
in mysterious ways.
yeah, pretty much. Not as elegant or aesthetic, but like it doesn't quite like its joints aren't really anything familiar with, like an animal or something. So it moves weird way as it just travels outside, excited. It's like yay, woohoo! Jumps and sits on top of Furia's car.
Sorry to interrupt.
Misha's deadly, right?
Again, Misha?
Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's right.
Sorry, Annalise. Who does Misha belong to again?
But Misha doesn't really belong, but Sergey has befriended.
A bond.
Yeah, so imprinted.
He's like a puppy dog.
Pretty much, like a big puppy dog.
But Misha's deadly, right? Yeah, Misha, we need you on guard, and Misha, we need you to holler if you hear anything or see anything. Can she make noises?
Yeah. Can't talk, but it makes like a cackling, guttural, and it can hear it outside, kind of, definitely going to pierce through hear it if it's in Nisha.
Okay.
Right. Cool. Awesome. Anything else that you guys think of? Yet. All right. You start to feel
Oh.
the Silvarian woken up yet, but in the time that the encounter, he explained a few details that yeah, like being seemed to suck in and seemed colder, and Varian uses light energy, radiant energy. And Varian noticed as just before at the end of his encounter, tried to use light like a and noticed that kind of tickled and danced over his skin and then folded in and got it. So, something about this creature, and also consume soul. So it just seems like he's like a black hole. He just absorbs things rather. So, and then Solarian passes out. So, as you were, George might be joining in later. I'll get. Otherwise, assume that he's.
Can I I don't know if it's my turn, but can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
Am I aware of that this is happening?
Yeah. So I'm a little bit. You're doing an.
To work out what's just been absorbed by George's character.
Oh no! So George was explaining his encounter with the being.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
he's not here. The being is not.
The being is on its way. So kind of.
But this shadowy.
Yeah. So that thing that happened. So that was when George was fighting with it. He tried to let out some radiant energy, and the being just kind of absorbed.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So, theory, radiant energy wouldn't be possible that other kind of magic. But we'll see. All right. So, you guys are all ready and set up. Nisha is bouncing impatiently on Furia's car. Not doing any damage. Just kind of
like a puppy dog.
Yeah, like a puppy dog. Where do you want Rico?
Yeah, I was wondering that. Maybe out I don't know, maybe downstairs with everyone else, or maybe out near the front door or something.
Okay.
I don't want him to get.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Rico, maybe next to Karagam, so kind of also keeping watch
Yeah.
at the front porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You waiting and anticipating. And I'll get everyone to make a.
I just got a 4 plus 4, so 8.
I've got 14.
How would you roll again?
So on your character sheet,
I got 6.
perception be in your skills list. Be like a plus number. If you click on that, we can roll a d20.
Is there a 20?
Sorry? A 20.
Oh, D20, yeah.
Yeah, d20.
Yeah, okay. I'll roll down. Got 8 plus 1.
8 plus 1. So 14. So Xosha actually notices chill. Feel that room just starts to get cold. You know that this is a sign that assuming that you yell out to everyone.
Yep.
It's
Guys, I feel this chill. I feel something. I feel the room going cold.
You
No
always
difference
feel
to-
the cold.
I know I always feel the cold. However, this is real, guys. This is not normal because we're in the tavern. It's relatively warm here. I think what Silverian was describing is potentially amongst us.
Yep.
Yep. So everyone's again even more. All right, and you see the guy swoops down, and so out the front of Evan, bring over the lake, rather full backdrop, clouds. Morning is just breaking, so kind of just before, and so it's kind of obscuring. Can't really make out any detailed features, but definitely see the imprint, but being kind of just floating above the lake, massive wings stretched out. And anything you guys want to?
Oh wait, we see the wings or we hear the wings?
You see, you can't really hear him. He's a bit too far away at the moment, so maybe 100 meters away, 100 meters away.
Oh, okay.
Clapping.
Um,
He might be speaking, but he could be doing that evil villain dialogue.
Okay. I guess because I don't have many ideas. Oh, maybe we could do. Could I do an Arcana, or should I be going straight into attack mode right now?
You've got an opportunity if you want to kind of suss out. So Arcana's good.
Or insight, or I'm not sure which one's better, insight or Arcana. I've got fire. Yeah, I can produce a flame. That's my attack.
No, which one's higher?
Which one's higher?
Oh, which one's higher? Insight.
Insight. Yep. So yeah, we'll go insight. If anyone else wants to take.
Damn it! I've got a 9.
9 insight. Okay. You definitely recognize potential danger. This.
Got 20.
You got 20. Sorry.
Is it better to do investigation or insight?
So investigation is more you're sleuthing. Let's say that you're in a room and you're like, okay, think it like a puzzle room. Is that interesting? You're trying to cover something. On a person.
I've got like +4 on insight anyway, and +2 on investigation. So
insight is more like on people. Investigate is on.
Oh.
Oh, I got a 20 and a +4, so 24.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so you're on the board. How did you have
20.
Is that a natural 20?
No, 4 plus 16.
Okay, cool. So you notice this is, and I'm assuming that if it's anything important, get on the information. Scarlet
Oh yeah.
And Zuria. You notice an ego, so that he's doing a display. So he didn't just come in and attack. He's kind of out there on the lake. It's a very dramatic image. He's very, it's a big
interesting
play of strength, capability. Look at me and
I know how to exploit that.
well, all right. So
well, if I know that ego is like, if he's very, very egotistical, then I know that he will be wounded when his pride is wounded. So if I can find a way to to humiliate him or to make him look weak or pathetic, then that will do damage to him. Potentially.
Very good chance there'll be a twig that breaks.
Yeah, if his pride is wounded, then yeah.
Yep. Very likely. Insight there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so and like you notice that, so you kind of draw a few dots. Right, cool. Propping himself up. ruffling his feathers,
And I can use that against him. Yeah.
if you can find that right button to push.
Yeah. Okay, noted.
And Zuria as well. You notice that as well. You get that sense of pride, of purpose,
Yeah.
and so you kind of recognize the evilness.
And what's the being doing right now? He's just like standing there.
He's floating. He's about to.
Yep.
You notice that he's kind of taking a moment,
Yeah.
relishing in attempts of being.
Yeah. Okay.
Savoring the moment.
Yeah.
As if before.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys are prepared and set up. Want to release a vote against him?
How far is he? He's pretty far, right?
He's within, like, you could reach him with your arrows.
Yeah.
You have any, like, spells that you can cast or bonus action?
Yeah.
Know that Furia as a might have.
Yeah.
Kind of, you mark the target, then if you do damage, you get bonus damage.
Yeah.
Target's marked.
I can.
What's it says here, one of the spells that I have is burning hands, reach to the blaze. What does that mean?
Burning hands. I think if you click spell, it'll tell you exactly what it is. Burning hands is like a melee range, so a touch range. Your hands.
Oh, here.
Flame.
As you hold your hands with thumbs touching and fingers spread, a thin sheet of flames shoot forth from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Yep, that's good. So that's like an area of effect. So you just go like, and blast out in like a cone is like from you, like that.
Oh, hold on, I can't see you. Hold on.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, cone kind of comes out and like that from you.
Oh, cool! I love that.
Yeah, like that, and then anything in there, in that 15 feet, it's burned.
What's 15 feet there? So it's quite close to me, though, isn't it?
It's fairly close.
15 feet to meters. Oh, like 5 meters. Yeah, he's too far.
Yeah, fairly close, but if there was anything in that range, or if there's multiple enemies, it's a good bang and you're.
I don't think I have another thing you said, Des. I only have like longbow, short sword, and unarmed strike.
You should have a.
Spells. Oh yeah. You do not have any first level spells or spells that scale to first level available.
Okay, might need to do a workshop at the end of this. Get it all.
Oh yeah.
Especially for the last battle. Make sure that everyone's.
Yeah.
But for now, it's okay. We'll just roll with it.
I can click on spells though.
Yeah. So you'd have
add
spells available, and then add the spell.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Hunter's Mark is a very good.
Oh yeah, I can see Hunter's Mark now. Yeah.
Definitely add that one, and if any of the other ones look.
Learn. Should I say learn?
If you're,
I added it. I've added it.
yeah,
Now I've got it.
Yep, so it should be there.
Yeah.
So generally any spell damage or any spell that does like a really neat defense.
Absorb element, that might be good or no?
Andy, so that's kind of you nominate
Jump and long strider sound cool.
You can like close in on distance. Hunters are pretty cool. They're very versatile. Cool. Let's get into the action again. So I'm assuming you're going to cast Hunter's Mark on the. That means is on a successful hit you get more damage, and you're.
Yep.
Anyone else got anything? Or just wait.
I can produce a flame, but I kind of want to. I was thinking I want to see what happens after Zuria shoots her arrow, and then if old mate reacts, then I can try to maybe produce a flame.
Yeah. Okay.
In some kind of attack.
Okay. So you're going to kind
Scare
of.
him off, maybe even.
So I like that idea. You're going to kind of distract him with one thing, come in with another. Kind of see. Gonna let loose an arrow.
Yes, I can let loose an arrow, but is that before my spell thing?
No,
or
so,
is that
so the spell is a bonus action, so you can do them.
Yeah. All right, so I'll release a longbow then, so I'll roll it now. I got an 11 plus 6, so 17 for the arrow.
Yep. 17's good. I'm going to pick one. Yep. You let loose the arrow. You've got a keen eye, so you can things quite clear. Let loose the arrow. Doesn't like what you'd expect. So you know you're on target.
Yep.
Wind it up. And you're a bit too far away to see, but you know he shifts just slightly. And take out these.
Oh wow. Okay. That's pretty bad.
Your attack coming as.
Yep. So I'll do that now. Do I have to do the damage roll as well, or? I've got a hit DC, which is +4, and then I've got a damage 1d8.
Yep. So hit DC. Kind of like, are you on target?
I got a B. Oh no, I got an 8 + 4. No, 8 + 4, so 12.
Cool. Okay, cool. So you let out. You know what's going to be cool? I'm going to override this. So, Zuria lets out her arrow, and at the same time.
Oh, a fire arrow!
Yes.
Damn it!
At the same time, so I thought about it then, but hey, you can use this later on. Same time, you use flames, and it intersects the arrow and wraps itself. Now there's this beautiful scorching arrow heading toward. And so I'll overwrite what he just did. So he does grab the arrow, and you both see flame evaporate. Flame dies essentially.
Becomes steam.
Yeah, so it becomes steam, and at the same time, you can't really make it out, but it didn't have the effect that you wanted. So something around his hand consumed or envelops the. Yeah, he's caught the arrow, and he descends closer.
Oh shit!
He's he's on the precipice of the tavern. So nice to meet you all. Very nice of you to shoot first and ask questions later. I'll ask you the same proposition your little friend is in and notices. Echoes to all. Shall we dance?
No. Let's dance.
Put on your
I
red
need like a let's
dance,
dance, bitch.
Brittany, bitch.
Yeah. Cool, all right. We're now fully in combat. He says he keeps talking. He likes talking. I believe you've met my pets before, and in fades your sight. Wraiths are like Dementor.
Oh, the big zombie things,
Yeah,
right?
so more like a Dementor. Yeah, they're kind of floating robes and long nails that you scratch with.
Yeah.
And Xosha, they were the same things that attacked Sergei's wife in Vision. That you seems like an age ago now, but it was. So these very same. It seems like he can at his. He continues to speak. These are the remains of balls that rendered now might end up like. Trust me.
Okay, mate.
Still no.
Oh, no. Oh, you're not going to give up, really? Damn, I wasn't planning
Why
for
would
this. But you guys are all good.
we?
Cool. All right.
Let me.
Yeah, no.
Can I use my insight to determine what it is that he might want, or persuasion? My persuasion to try to get some information out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's the question? What do you?
This is a good question.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to think big picture here.
Yeah.
I feel kind of useless because my flames he can put out like that just by touching it. So I don't really know, like, going down the attack route isn't really working. And he wants us to join his a zombie army?
He wants to consume your souls.
Oh, okay. So my thoughts are like, well, maybe we can attack him with words, but I don't really. I'm thinking I don't have enough. Oh, so he wants to consume our souls. Or maybe I could try to persuade him that our souls are not what he wants, and he's better off going elsewhere.
Okay. What's is that like a? You don't want our souls. You know, our souls are.
Yeah. We're not the purest sort.
Yeah.
We're very
we eat macas all the time. We're just
hitchhikers going along our way, living our lives.
Yeah, okay.
We're not going to be of any use to you.
Give us a deception.
That's a good one.
Oh, a deception. Okay. 16 plus 2, 18.
18. So you try and mock him and say, we're not the adventurers you're looking for. But really want something. Leave you guys alone. Going to getting in.
Okay.
So we sort of have to fight him with magic. Like, if I can't shoot more arrows because he's just gonna catch them, right? I don't know. What is Kirigan's powers, Ian? What can Kirigan do?
I even forgot
So,
my character.
Xosha is on the right track. So we're trying to delay. We're not trying to beat him now. Clearly outmatched.
Delay him.
Yeah.
At the moment,
Okay.
you haven't got enough insight.
Are we delaying him until like Elaine comes along, our friend Elaine?
Yes, that's one of the
Okay.
tactics here. So you can
And
probably
is she
attack.
coming? Is she like on her way? What's she doing again?
So Sergei is trying to contact Elaine.
Yeah, he's waiting to chat with her. Yeah.
So if
Try harder, Sergey.
Sorry? Say hi. Try harder.
Try
Yeah.
harder,
Like, it does not help when you talk to me like this.
Sergey.
Please look away. It is embarrassing. Yeah, so just need to hold out long enough, and try not to die.
Oh, all right then. So, I want to say to old mate, in my efforts to delay him, well, maybe I want to give him the not illusion, but like I want him to think that I am considering his proposition, and I want to know what I get out of it.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, cool. So let's go with persuasion for that one. So if you roll your persuasion skill check.
Shit. 6 plus 4, so 10.
10. Okay, so you're like, what do you get out of it? He's persuading him in this way is actually pretty successful. He's like, oh, you want to worship me, do you? Well, I can say the perks are very good. All you have to do is completely and utterly devote yourself to my will.
And then I respond and say, and I'm meant to have a British accent, so I'll try and, now we've got a smaller group, I'm not going to be as embarrassed. I kind of need more, I need a bit more information. I can't do it. A bit more information.
That's good. Let's see. You may have met some of my other minions who are out there gathering
Dust.
gathering dust at the moment, yes. But before they were gathering up people and souls for me to consume. He looks at you, Scarlet,
Yes.
and says, I believe I have someone very dear to you. He will be a very juicy meal indeed.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
I do love his accent as he yells and screams.
What do I do?
Ach no, he says. What am I doing? Oh no. No.
No, what do I do?
What do you do?
Yeah, what do I do?
I don't know. What do you do? What does Scarlet do?
Roll an insight check and find out what the hell he's done with James.
You can ask him,
Also,
but yep.
Scarlett, what other power, do you have any powers, Scarlett?
I do. Let me have a look. Do I go to attack or spells? Which one?
Spells will be like your kind of.
Spells.
So
I've
you're
got
a cleric, I believe.
resistance. Yep.
Yep.
Resistance, sacred flame, taumaturgy, bless, cure wounds, lesser restoration, and spiritual weapon.
Yep. So you're like a battle. You're heal, but you can also deal with, particularly against undead or evil.
Okay.
That's kind of your best matchup.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy is an interesting one. Thaumaturgy is a cantrip which I think Ladriel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, right. So she goes like beast mode, right? So she's all in her normal presence. She's very
ethereal.
stately and very. Then when she gets angry, she turns like dark green. Her eyes go black, and it's like this. That's thaumaturgy in a nutshell.
Right.
So you kind of make thunderous sounds and visions.
Okay. So I'm wondering, should I do an insight check first to find out what he's done with Jamie, and then attack him with thaumaturgy?
But so insight's not, you're not really reading mind. But you can kind of you can do an insight to see if he's telling the truth that he has Jamie. But if you want to know, then you just ask him. What have you done with him?
What have you done with him?
Yep. Nothing. I've got him in it.
What's his status? What's his condition at the moment?
His condition? chained. Well fed. I do like. Eating a soul, which is not.
Is he injured?
Every now and then he escapes, so find him with force occasionally. Again,
So what health condition is he in at the moment? Is he
very much alive.
slipping in and out of consciousness? Or is he very much... Is he strong? What's his strength like at the moment? Is it adequate? Is it...
He's quite the nuisance. Takes quite a lot of...
It does.
Found
It does.
a very strong man.
Right. So should I just go in there with my taumaturgy right now, or
If you want to kind of make a statement.
wondering what that could achieve?
Are we trying to kind of delay time? So if we show any form of aggression towards
Attack,
him,
then
that
he'll
might
attack.
aggravate him.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I should leave it there then.
But if there are any spells that are a little bit more covert and he doesn't know it's happening to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you're trying to delay him to make a roll, like he might get smart and go, okay, no. So
Okay.
after every kind of action that you got, every delaying action that you, it'll be he's got to roll d20. If he rolls a 19 or above, then he's on. Then it's going to be an 18, 17. Over time, he's going to get easier for him to. Right
Okay.
now, you roll in that one, so he's on for the ride. He's doing.
I'll be back in a sec.
No worries.
Okay. Perhaps then. So this is purely a waiting game. We can't do anything more right now.
You can. There's other things you can. So, you can attack or you can talk, and try and divert.
We want to attack just yet, unless there's a real chance that we can defeat him. And right now we don't know. Our flames don't work. Our arrows don't seem to be working.
Hey, there's Adam.
Hello.
Cheyenne, back in the game.
Hey, Cheyenne.
Howdy.
Howdy, y'all. Yeah. I just finished maths.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Not bad. Pretty good. You guys doing the thing?
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
You're perched on a windowsill, gun pointed. Be big bad.
Okay.
Would you?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I
Do you pull the
Well.
trigger or do you let him go?
I know we're just
Shane,
try
Please.
pull the trigger.
pull the trigger. So Shane's like, enough of this. Bang. Nah, so the story is we're trying to delay this assault so that Sergei can. You can just get enough of this. I don't want to talk. Get to the action but right now they're trying to kind of
Well, I'm a man of peace, Jez, so I'd like to give him the opportunity to surrender.
Yep. So you yell out, "All right, mate. If you surrender now."
Put your hands up
Yep. Put your hands up.
and surrender.
Okay. All right. He laughs at you. Well, what a turn of events. I guess I have no choice but to lay down my arms. Now he motions to his wraiths to go up to your position and surrender. Your gun is pointed on this man, and you're surrounded by. Say two of them have gone. One in front of you, one's kind of led up.
I shoot them both.
Shoot them both. Okay, cool. Give us a.
In the head.
I'll roll an attack roll for you.
Oh my gosh, Adam just comes in here and starts ruining our
Guns
plan.
blazing.
Damn,
Guns
Adam.
blazing.
Right,
and
help.
this is almost as good as the Bevel Grimace. Right. So I'll roll for you. So your first shot, 18. All right, nails it. Second shot, big shot, 17. Yep. So the raids come up.
You mess with me, bro.
As soon as they're in your vision, all right. You've been waiting for this moment, all right, to prove how good a shot. Finally get your.
I don't have to prove anything.
All right. Externally you don't, but internally, I think you felt like the last couple of encounters haven't quite gone your way. You know, you've tumbled and fell, had a few good hits. Now it's like you're on fire. You're in your. So,
I'm on the ball
bang,
today, mate.
on the ball, like you don't even blink an eye, right? As soon as they're in your sight, one, and you get a little twitch in the back of your ear. The other one comes up behind you. Turn around, bang, under your shoulder, through the hip, and both of them, these rays, you hit them pretty much dead center. They had a heart, but they don't really. Masses, but you just nail them right in their core. One turns around and kind of holds into itself and vanishes, and same with the one. Dissipate. What do you want to say? Asked his name yet?
Oh.
So
Oh, he's threatening our lives. I don't know his name.
so okay,
I want to ask
the
his name.
nameless evil being.
I don't say anything to him, Jez. I just look at him with my gun.
Gun the barrel of the gun.
Let that do this.
Yeah. So the smoke comes from the barrel. Are you gonna do one of those, or are you just gonna? Yep. So you do one of those. You know, do a little quick. Give me a performance. Actually, I'll roll for you. So you don't have your. Right, so you're going to roll performance. This, you've just done this great with advantage.
I've got, yeah, go.
No, you.
I've got a digital dot.
Oh yeah, cool. Yep, I'll let you go from there. Yeah. So if you want to roll that with advantage, I'll do your roll.
While he's rolling, I missed it. His shots shot the guy. What happened after that? Did he get hurt or?
He shot the two raids that came. Back.
Oh, the raids being what? Sorry.
The
Dementor things.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So he summoned a bunch of wraiths.
So he shot them. Did they fall?
Yep, they kind of just vanished.
Excellent. Are they gone for good though, Gerard?
Well,
Sorry, what was that?
1, 6, 16.
16, cool.
16.
Yeah, so you do, and you stare him down. You were performing, but it's so inbuilt into who you are that it's just another day for you. Bang bang, yep, cool. Try again, essentially, come at me, bro. You make a insight. Anyone who wants to, anyone who saw this, Scarlet, you can make an insight check with it. You already have a really good one.
Mm-hmm. Insight check. How do I do with advantage?
Roll it twice.
How do I do with advantage?
Yeah, roll the dice twice, and then.
Yo, Jez. Yeah, all right.
Got it.
No, Jez.
Hey.
Answer my
11.
question.
God damn it! Why are you taking so long? Nah, it's funny.
Yeah, 11.
11?
11 was the higher one.
Okay. You suspect that he's a bit annoyed that his wraith was so easily dismissed by Cheyenne. He says, "Well,
that his what was so easily dismissed?
The minions that he sent to attack Cheyenne were just swatted down like flies."
Right. Well, that kind of ties in with what we found out about him before, about him having like a massive ego.
The ego, right? So,
yeah.
And how we can use that against him.
Bloody Adam comes in and ruins the bloody plan, doesn't he? He's just like, oh, guys, I'm here.
Pow, 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 pow. And then I started shooting. Yeah.
I was threatened. Had to respond.
What I'm saying is,
you weren't here, and we already established we're not attacking this guy.
Cheyenne lives by his own rules.
He attacked me.
Anyway, all
Yep.
of this is to say that we already know from before that this creature, I don't know what you call it, is really egotistical, and I suggested before that we use that against him, so humiliate him, and that might weaken him. And so
could also
this
aggravate
has already
him.
been tested by the fact that Cheyenne's like shooting thing, and he's not happy about that at all. So that kind of proves the theory.
But we're
that
not really in a
his
position.
weakness is his pride.
We're not in a
and his
position
ego.
to humiliate him, because if humiliating him makes him become defensive, he's going to attack us.
But
So
it's
I'm
too
thinking
late
we've
for
got
that
to.
because it's already like the guns thing has already happened. But at least now we know that my theory of the ego being his Achilles, and that we can use it as his Achilles later,
Right.
is probably true.
All right. So can I say, I feel like we're getting to a point now where things are getting a bit tense, Gerard. Would you agree?
Yeah, this is like
Cheyenne's
cusp of
act of
World War kind of.
bravery. So can I
think you
start
should just
to
shoot the guy.
Just shoot the guy.
Can I tell old mate? Actually, firstly, I asked old mate. Really sorry about my mate Cheyenne. He just arrived.
Yep.
He's very, a little proud. Doesn't always think. Doesn't think to ask what's going on. Just react. But he's got a good heart. And please don't mistake this act of partial aggression. He was just defending himself. Anyway, sorry. Firstly, what's your name, mate?
Finally, someone who is polite. You may call me Prince Leonard.
Prince who?
Can I just call you Len? Would that be all right? Since
Len.
in the spirit of being in Australia.
Lenny.
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 Prince Len, perhaps?
I would feel more comfortable if we just kept it really casual. Given the requests that you're asking of us, which by the way I'm taking seriously, I think Len. What do you think?
Very well.
Great. So Len,
You see him scrunch up a bit.
Your proposition. I'm the sort who a lot has happened to me. I could really use a fearless leader like yourself. I am considering your proposition.
His feathers just kind of ruffle a bit more when you know.
I just need a little bit more information about what our life would look like if I were to join your posse.
Well, the hours are long and the pay is minimal. What else is good about it? There's no dental. You won't be needing.
There's no dental.
No dental. No, you won't be needing teeth after all. Like that, obviously. What else? I've been told by many that I am a very kind and considerate boss, and that's not even with me controlling their their words. You know, I don't even have to cast any Dominion spell or anything. They just they do shake when they say it, but that's probably just they're nervous in my presence. You know, there's yes. No, very, very. You know, I what else can I say? Yes, I was voted number one boss by all three of my my dear little minions.
Have you
That's
lost
where we
your
come
mind?
from.
What?
Excuse me, Cheyenne, you just arrived. Okay. How about you go and quietly talk to one of us who can catch you up on what's happening? Don't make any decisions that's going to compromise us right now. We're not even sure what we want to do here.
She's already apologized
So-
for you. Don't.
Yeah, it's like don't
Like,
even start.
don't
Gerard, I'm
aggravate
speaking to
the
Gerard now.
situation.
Is it possible
Again.
at all to assist Sergey in hurrying this up?
Right. Okay. So before we get to that, he's going to take another roll to see if he's clued on that you guys are trying to delay him. He's also going to make a perception roll in general to see if he spots Sergey and notices what Sergey's trying to do. So I'll make 2 rolls and we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. Cool. He doesn't clue on to Sergey, but he's starting to realise that you guys are trying to stall.
Wait, what did you roll?
So I rolled a 16. So he hasn't just flat out realised.
But he's
But
starting to doubt.
it's starting to doubt. Like he's beginning to grow impatient and doubt. Particularly, he's a bit annoyed with Cheyenne's display. You know,
Of course.
he is the threatening and domineering man. You know, like that's his job. So he
So
sees Cheyenne as a bit of a threat.
I whisper to Cheyenne and I say, mate, you've got to redeem yourself now. You've got to show, like, you need to get over yourself. And for a moment, for the sake of our survival, you need to talk to old mate. No, I'm not done yet. You need to respond to old mate. And you need to, give him some sense that you are considering his proposition. Let me just quickly catch you up, Cheyenne. Sergey, who old mate, what's his name? Len doesn't know that Sergey.
Lenny.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at you, Cheyenne. Sergey is trying to get us out of here. He's trying to get us out of here. And I'm whispering this.
Yes, yeah.
the
Whispering
face
very aggressively.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's trying to get us out of here. Len doesn't know that Sergey's working. He's trying to communicate with his wife so that we can get to a point of safety. This is our only way out. We've already tried attacking this being. It's not working, okay? So we just need to wait for Sergey to find us. So get over yourself and start looking like you like Prince Len. Maybe even call him Prince Len to stroke his ego.
I'm gonna do. Oh, sorry.
I just respond by whispering back. Don't rely on me when you need saving from this bloke. I'm not going to be there.
Excuse me.
You want to go there as well? That's fine.
Excuse me.
But look, I that's all
We
I
are
say.
a team. We are a team, and you're not being a team player.
That's what I say. Give my input, and then I step back and I say nothing, and I'm just quiet.
Like that meme with the girl who's like smirking in front of the burning house.
No, just blank face.
Yep. No, you're still. Cheyenne is still just kind of steely-eyed, staring down at Lenny.
It would be nice, Cheyenne. I whispered to him, if you could help us out and show Prince Len that you're not going to further. He's suspecting our plan, right, because of you. Okay, I sense a change in his attitude. You got to do something. You got to act.
Yeah, I want to do something now, but I'm scared that it will disrupt the role play. So, what I'll do?
Hurry up, Cheyenne.
What I'll do?
I
So I I think we need to shift here. So what he's going to do, and you've got you'll need to be pretty lucky, Cheyenne, to counter this. So this will be kind of your determination against Prince Lenny's. All right. He looks at you as you're kind of in your bravado posture, looking down at him. He's on the bottom floor. You're up in the top floor window, right? He doesn't like that. So the first thing he does is flies up so that he's above you, right? That's where he should be. All right. And he looks at you. And as he gazes towards you, you feel it's a penetrating gaze. Kind of it fills your brain and your senses are being overwhelmed. So he's attacking your mind. So make a wisdom saving throw, which is a D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Don't know what my wisdom modifier is.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
Sorry, 13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I don't know what my wisdom modifier is.
Right. I'm guessing you've got a positive one. So the DC against this is 16. Don't know if... Did you recall if you were a high wisdom character?
I'm just looking up my character now.
Cool.
Sign in.
Are you right?
Sign in with Google.
Yes. Depends how you signed up with it.
Mm.
The easy way would be if you have a Google or an Apple account.
Oh yeah, I've got my profile here. Yeah.
Cool, awesome.
My wisdom thingamajig is my characters. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. All good.
And Cheyenne, level 3, human fighter.
Yep.
So I rolled a 13, and my wisdom thingamajig is plus 4.
Plus 4? Really? So what's your wisdom stat?
No, sorry, plus 2.
Plus 2, okay. You're just there, right? So 16, you're battling. So I'm not going to say that you lose the battle. He's got the upper hand. So he's invading your mind, and it seems like every part of yourself that's trying to resist and fight back is being caught off guard. So you'll kind of put up, like, you can imagine yourself fighting inside your mind. You're trying to block, trying to defend. Every time you block, he's got an answer. So you're straining yourself, resisting the willpower of this being. So you keep that. So you can still. You've barely got functionality of your own self. Like, he hasn't taken over. He hasn't dominated you yet. But any kind of lapse in concentration, and he's got you. So what you can still want, like, if you wanted to say something, you still can. You might be able to kind of just knock him back entirely if you've got the right action here. But...
Yeah, I want to knock him back because he's trying to invade.
Yep. So what's the what's your move? What do you want to? Is it something you want to say, or you can just try shooting, or yep?
I don't know what to do.
Yep. So a few things come to your mind, and it's like a fight or flight, right? One of them is just yell. You just want to yell, jump. Second one is jump from the window. you just like, yep. Okay. Well, I'll give you options. So third one is just point at him and shoot. Just shoot.
I want to get away from him, so I'm jumping through the window.
Jump through the window. Cool. Okay. You defenestrate yourself, which is a fancy way of saying you jump through the window. And your second story up, there's like a tree nearby, so you jump through, swing on the tree. Well, give me a athletics roll. I think it's acrobatics. Sorry, acrobatics.
A 14 plus. Oh, well, I'll roll 14.
Okay, 14, and then what's your acrobatics modifier? So it'd be your dexterity modifier on that.
So 13 altogether.
Yeah, cool. Yep. So you deftly swing out, grab a branch, which slows down your fall, and land in outside of the Sweet Water Tavern. So just your act of moving has kind of he's withdrawn his attack. So his attack relied very much on you being stationary and kind of just whittling down your mental strength. The fact that you were able to vault out and move, you've regained your own capability. So he's gone. The attack's gone. Cool. All right. I'm gonna just do one final roll. Right. He looks at Sergei, and his demeanor changes entirely. He trying to trick me, are you? Well, snaps again. He draws more wraiths come out, and again you recognise the wraiths previously. So you encountered them while trying to save the baby. They were kind of in there floating around and attacking you, and also they were the same wraiths that attacked Elaine in Xosha's vision of Sergei's memory. So yeah, he's in charge of these things. More of them appear, and they start swarming and moving in towards. So he's clued on that you've been trying to delay him. Scarlet, just at this moment. So I'm assuming everyone is now just ready for the fight, right?
Ready to attack.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. Scarlet, your amulet starts glowing right at this moment.
Okay.
And instinctively, do you touch it, or do you just kind of notice it? And how do you interact with the amulet?
Instinctively, I touch it.
Yep, cool. So instinctively, you grab the amulet, and you're propelled starward, or you feel like you've just gone on this instant journey into the sky. It's now just breaking sunrise. The sun has started to come out.
Right.
So you it's like you're astral traveling. So your body's still very much in the Sweet Water Tavern, but you've been shot up into the sky. And you can see and witness the Sweet Water Tavern going far below, and you're pulled out into the night sky, or into space. So the Earth kind of shrinks below you, centered around Australia. And eventually, so you black out. So you feel this, and in a moment you're back with your senses. What you see is fairly undescribable. It's remarkable. Unlike any landscape you've ever seen before. There's stretched out as far as you can see to the horizon. You're standing on.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do I see?
Yeah, you're standing on. It's fairly flat. It's rainbow textured, and there's kind of these tessellating patterns, or like it's a very like these large kind of scale-looking things that are just kind of tessellating on top of each other, and shimmering in the rainbow spectrum. So all the way as far as you can see.
This is still in the sky, yeah?
Yeah, so you've kind of been ejected into the sky, and now you're standing on this immense plane of these rainbow scales that are locking together on each other.
Right.
You give me a perception roll.
Let me see. Perception roll. Come on. Not persuasion, perception.
Yes.
Perception. Oh, not performance.
Whatever the role is, it's fine. So you start dancing on the on the rainbow.
Oh, it keeps clicking persuasion. Jeez.
It's okay.
my
What's the? It's probably the same role anyway.
I don't know what's wrong with my page right now.
It's all good.
Weird. Come on.
It happens.
Ah,
You're using an apple after all. So.
seriously. Hang on. I'm not done.
I'm not done yet.
No. No.
Bad computer.
Fuck's sake, what the hell? This is so weird. Oh, jeez. Come on. Maybe if I click nature, it'll roll perception. This is ridiculous. Des, can you
Just
roll
roll
it
20.
for me?
Yeah, I'll
Plus
yep.
two.
+2. Okay, cool.
Just roll
So
a
you got
20.
15. So 15 is good. You notice you're standing still, but you feel movement. So there's a very subtle kind of sliding and ebbing.
Sorry, it cut out for a sec.
Oh, no, you're up. So there's a very subtle sliding and ebbing movement that you can feel. So even though you're standing still on this plane, on what looks like an
Can she
immense...
like sneak up behind him? Can this other...
Sorry?
A good one.
What was that?
Is this other part of her that's attached to her? Can she almost sneak up behind Prince Leonard?
The prince. You're in a different place at the moment, so possibly we'll get there. We'll get there. You start walking and you notice a figure. You notice two things. So the first one's really weird. So you think you must be tripping or something, right? There's a very large cyclops creature that just kind of floats around, and then floats and then comes down and lands. And next to that creature, or next to that large cyclops creature, is an unassuming, kind of lightly robed man who waves you over. So I'm assuming that you go up and say hi. So you approach the man. The man says, "Hello, Scarlet. You have 2 of 3 wishes remaining. What does your heart most desire?"
2 or 3 what?
2 of 3 wishes remaining. And he goes, no, just yanking your chain. That's not how this works. So, how about I show you something? And then he motions around in front of him, and a little diorama appears, and you recognise it as the Sweet Water Tavern. So you can see the rooms and you look closer, and it's made of Lego. Weirdly, it's a Lego replica of the Sweet Water Tavern. And you think that's, you curiously ponder, and he starts pointing out details. So he points through and he shows you, oh yeah, here's your friend, here's your buddy over there, there's Cheyenne hanging from the tree over there. And sure enough, you can see each of the figurines that represent the party. You can see the bells and all the civilians kind of hiding away in the tavern that you're trying to protect. You see Zuria kind of bow stretched. You all look very determined and very not angry, but kind of you're on point.
Resolute.
Resolute's great, exactly. So, and in that tiny little Lego face, you can make out, we're all resolute. You see your body's kind of glowing a bit, and there's a tether going off into the sky.
From my body?
From your little Lego body, there's like you see a little tether going off, and you can't see it all, because it's kind of cut off, but it's gone off into the sky, and you see like the rays, these little Lego rays, and you see Lenny, kind of, and he looks really mad and annoyed. That's his expression. And then also a very worried Sergei. So there's a piece representing Sergei, and it's sad. He's got a phone in his hand, and so you put two and two together. He's trying to call someone. Down from the phone, there's another little cord, another tether that goes down and underneath the Sweet Water Tavern. He goes, So this is the monk, or the other guy that is showing you this diorama. He says,
Okay.
I reckon we can help this fella out. He follows the trail down and picks it up. So it's like an extension cord for a phone kind of thing. Picks it up, and it's been cut. And he looks at that and goes, hold out your hand. So I'm assuming you hold out your hand and go along, or do you want to? You don't have to trust this guy. Like if you want to kind of, but yeah, it looks like he's trying to help, but
there's other ways you could kill me. So like
possibly, he's got a giant cyclops sitting next to him that's just kind of chilled out. So
that's it. Yeah.
He's very unassuming. Like he's not threatening at all. In fact, you feel very welcome here.
All right.
And yeah.
He could have already killed me if he wanted to, so I'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold up my hand. Yeah.
Cool. So you hold out your hand, and he picks up this is the Sergei's phone. At the end of it, it's got this line. He puts the end of the line that's been cut in your hand, and there's a white flash. And the line keeps going and goes out, and you look around, and it just keeps going on forever. And you turn back to the man. He's smiling, and he says, "Don't worry, you'll find him soon. I promise." And then white flash.
Who was that speaking?
The monk dude, the guy who showed you the diorama.
Right.
Yep. So
he says to me.
Yep. Directly to you.
Don't worry, you'll find him.
Don't worry, you'll find him soon. Gives you a nod, and you're back. Big flash. You feel your body pulled back along, almost like a ley line back from wherever you are back to your corporeal body in Sweet Water Tavern. Bang! Snap! You're back. Everyone is in the midst of fighting. So Xosha's kind of got a scorch ray out and burning some wraiths. Lenny is outside on the door, motioning, like he's got his hand outstretched. he's motioning towards Sergei. Like he's clicked that he's got to. If he doesn't do something about Sergei, then it's not going to end well for him, for his plans. So he's coming in. So coming in towards Sergei. Cheyenne has rushed around. He's got his pistol drawn. Kurgan is sword drawn right up in front of Prince Lenny. So you're going to take him head on. And Rico, Zuria, and Misha. I don't want to forget about Misha. They're all joining in. So Rico's kind of coming up, lunging at a wraith. Misha is tentacles drawn, trying to grapple, and at the same time, your Zuria is bow drawn, working with Rico to take down some wraiths. In all of this, Scarlet, you look over at Sergei, and he's smiling. There's another portal opens in another fantastic white flash, and out emerges a woman. She's got a not pantaloons on, but it's kind of like a fencing kind of apparel almost. Looks so very practical. She's got a button-up vest and long wavy brown hair. She comes in, and you hear Sergei. So, Elaine, and then at the same time, Prince Lenny goes, Elaine, and back to Elaine. Evidently, this is she. She says, "Yes, me."
Sorry, it just cut out when you said.
All right.
Just cut out after you said Prince.
Prince Lenny,
Sergey
right?
says
So
something.
the scene is looks like this. So you've got she's emerged from the portal. Sergey, so it's going to be Sergey, Lenny, and then Elaine. So kind of think of like a smash cut, right? So Sergey says, Elaine, Lenny, Elaine, and then back to Elaine herself saying, yes, me. She snaps her finger, or in her hand is her own amulet. So she's got an amulet. You recognise that it looks a lot like yours. She holds it and waves her hand and stops time. So everything around is frozen. So Prince Lenny it's got a gnarled face, like he's clearly annoyed and confused about what's happening. The wraiths are like mid-swipe, Rico. Everyone except for the attackers is kind of shuddering and or just about to attack. Rico gets like a good chunk into one of the wraiths and is kind of thrashing around. Misha is similarly, you let the arrows loose. So you guys are still able to move around, but your opponents are frozen, including Prince Lenny. Elaine says, quickly, we must gather everyone to safety. I assume that people are going to get... Cool, let's go, cool. No questions asked. All right, so everyone gets gathered up.
The orphanage.
To the orphanage, precisely. She opens up several portals. She also looks at Zuria and says, your steed, madam, I don't believe you'd travel without it. And she points over to your car, assuming that you want to bring your car with you away from the tavern.
Yeah, I'll bring my car. Yeah.
Yep, cool. And some people get in the car as well. It's just more space. So yep, you get in, turn on the engine. Misha sits on top. Seems to like the car for some reason. So it's kind of sitting on top and dangling. You go through. Everyone else gathers up and enters the portal. You all emerge in it's like a dining hall in an estate. It looks very lavish. There's a fine carpet overlaid on top of a wooden floorboards that kind of extend for the room. It's very ornate. There's a lot of trinkets and curiosities kind of scattered about. It does look fairly opulent, but at the same time, it's welcoming. It feels more like a home. It feels lived in, rather than set up to be elaborate and lavish for no other reason than to impress. So it's very practical and very lived in kind of aesthetic. What happens now? I've got it here. So everyone gets set up there. You've got the people who were injured are being carried and set up again, like sat down at the table. Sergey comes through, and through one of the doorways, there's a few children come rushing through, and they scream and they go, they're screaming for joy, and they come up and hug Sergey. And he says, Sergey always returns, never fear. And look, I made a new friend. And Misha comes through, and barrels through, and kind of comes towards the children. Sergey kind of ushers the children away, and you hear from kind of echoing, "No, Misha, only eat the naughty children. No." And rightfully so. So he mentioned it was an orphanage. You look around and there's these curious kids' faces looking out at you all, and some of them they look scared. Some of them are like excited, and this is a very momentous occasion for them. Obviously, there's all these people coming in at once. Sergey returns. Elaine is sitting down. She looks exhausted. She looks spent. So what she just accomplished, it seems to have taken quite a lot out of her. she looks at you all. You've all kind of gathered around, and she says, "We are safe now. You may rest where you find a free bed. Tomorrow we begin preparations." And she faints. Sergei holds her and takes her away, presumably so she can rest in her chambers. And he motions to come over. You walk out into the hallway. It's a fairly enormous kind of hallway. There's bedrooms on either side, and that kind of thing. While she was speaking, actually no, we can do this next session. So, yeah, you guys are safe. You escaped. No injuries. No one. No one died. Remarkably, even despite some of those attacks. Yeah. So we'll end the session there. And as you said, she's alluding to the need to stop the threat. That is Prince Lenny. Prince Lenny
knows Elaine.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, if we want, right now, I'll get people to make an insight check, and we might just delve on that point a bit further.
Insight. Oh, yuck. I only got 2 scores.
Got 11.
I got 8.
8?
I got 12.
12, okay.
I got 12. Yeah.
Yep. So Kirigam, you notice, like the way that Prince Lenny exclaimed when he saw Elaine, and even when time was frozen, the look on his face, you kind of recognise that it looks like he found Elaine familiar, and was surprised by her presence. So potentially there's
Ooh, I got 23.
Oh yeah. So you your intuition is on fire. You believe you're pretty convinced. Well, no way to be sure. Like you can't know things that you don't know, but you think it's worth investigating the concept that Elaine and Prince Lenny were acquainted or know each other, just by the way that he reacted when she appeared.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you all find your rooms, and what we'll do now is, I think we missed a level up previously, and I might actually incorporate your leveling up in the next session. So I think like next session is going to be like a training preparation session before we get into the big battle at the end, right? So I'll leave it up to you guys. If you want to do like your leveling up in character, like in session, like we'll do like a training montage, if you will, to get everyone kind of accustomed to their skills. Maybe do some, Sergei can set up an obstacle course or something, and you got to use your new skills to get through and figure out how they work. That kind of thing. That could be fun. Yeah, we'll level you up, so you'll be level 5 at the end of next session.
Awesome.
So you can choose to do your leveling up now if you want, or we can do it through the session in the next one. But yeah, that's that one for today. Hope you all had fun.
Well, I have, yeah.
Thanks, Jez.
No worries.
Ooh.
Thanks, Jez.
All good.
Thanks, Jez.
No worries.
Good session.
Oh, is that that's
Says
not that's not what's her name?
Zali.
Zali.
My neighbour got a new dog. That's why I've been on mute half the time.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Nice. They friends with Zali?
Nah, she hates it.
Oh no.
And it's like a big German Shepherd, but it's a puppy.
Okay, it's going to get big though.
Ah.
Oh, Zali.
Too good. All right. Okay, I'll
Hey
stop.
guys, I've got to run, guys. Thanks, Jez, for the session.
Oh, good man. Thanks for popping in.
Bye.
Thanks.